Hello, beautiful yogis. Ashley here. Welcome to day 65 of the 75 Hard Yoga Challenge. All right, so today's class is all about creating space through the front of the body with a heart-opening back bend flow. So we will spend the class gradually opening up the shoulders, the chest, the upper back, and our hip flexors before really working our way towards those deeper poses like Sugarcane and Camel. And we might even find our way into wheel today, okay? But it is optional. Now, remember, don't try to force your way into a deeper back bend. We are not trying to jam that lower back, but rather we're trying to lift out of it. So instead, I really want you to focus on creating space in the chest and lengthening through the crown of the head so you can really start to lengthen through the spine. Heart opening is really all about creating space. So every pose is really an opportunity to lengthen first and breathe fully into the body, but moving with intention. So let's go ahead and roll out our mat and let's get into it. So first, before we get started, let's go ahead and just ground down into our practice, connect to our breath. So bring your hands to your knees, shoulders come up, back, and down. Close your eyes, gently tuck your chin. Lift the spine up out of the pelvic bowl, reaching through the crown of the head. And just take a moment here to just connect with three conscious breaths, uncontrolled, just how you normally would breathe. And just observe that breath. Notice if it's a shallow or a deep breath. Are you breathing in through the nose or through the mouth? And there's nothing wrong with the way that you're breathing. It's just information. Bring ourselves to the present moment. Now let's add a little control and intention to that breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Let's begin to create that ujjayi breath, that audible breath, allowing the breath to scrape the back of the throat, even on your inhale. Our breath is our direct anchor to the present moment, and it's also connected to our nervous system. This is a great way to bring us into the present moment. Let's take one more ujjayi breath. And on your next inhale, go ahead and bring your hands to your heart center. And then let's set the intention for our practice today. So, what has brought you to your mat, and what are you hoping to cultivate? And once you've set your intention for your practice, go ahead and send the energy down, grounding into the earth. Send it all the way up to the universe for manifestation and creation. As those palms touch, gently open up the eyes. Exhale. Inhale, lifting through the spine. And exhale, go ahead and bring your hands down to your side. Wonderful. Let's just begin with a couple little neck stretches or neck circles here. So we're just going to bring the chin down and towards the chest. And then just starting with half circle. You can keep your hands down to your side or rest it onto your knees. Whatever feels good. And then now let's go ahead and bring our chin in towards the center. Draw a line with the chin all the way up towards the ceiling. Half circle with the chin up. And then now full circles all the way around. You can pick your direction and do whatever feels good for your body. So if neck circles, the way that I'm demonstrating, just does not feel quite right or it feel good to you, then always feel free to do whatever does. All right, let's switch directions. Also, if you get a little dizzy with the full circles, you're always welcome to go back to the half circles too. Perfect. Wonderful job. And back to center, and then bring the chin up. All right, let's just take a couple little shoulder circles here. We're going to open up the chest and shoulders here. Bringing the shoulder blades together on your way back so you can get a real good open of the chest. All right. And send it back. Perfect. And then inhale, we rise. And exhale, cactus. Bring those forearms, elbows touch, palms touch. Squeeze, lift, feel the chest really working. If those elbows don't touch, that's okay, but we want to work towards that. It's going to help open up shoulder mobility. On your exhale, open, cactus, arms. Interlace those fingers back behind you, pull down, heart lift. Head back. Inhale, we rise. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, cactus. Bring those forearms, elbows, palms touch, lift, squeeze. Inhale and exhale, open, cactus. Interlace those fingers behind your back, lift, heart open. So keep pulling that bind away from your body to deepen the stretch along the front of the chest. Perfect. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, take it on down. Whatever leg is in front, we're going to switch that leg to the back. And then inhale, take your cactus. Exhale, settle into cactus. Inhale, go ahead and reach those arms forward, left arm under right. You can either grab that shoulder, both shoulders, single shoulder, both shoulders, or take eagle arms. Inhale and exhale, we fold. And then inhale, we rise. Exhale, cactus. Switch those legs last time so we can get the hip on the other side. Inhale, and on your exhale, right arm under left. Again, we're either grabbing one shoulder, pulling across, grabbing both shoulders, stacking elbows, or eagle arms. Inhale, and we exhale, fold. And then inhale, rise. Exhale, release the bind. Fingertips point in towards the body, heart lift. And exhale, go ahead and peel those palms up off the mat. Rise, get a lift, and exhale, take it on down. Let's roll over those shins, finding our way into tabletop. Let's just begin with a few cat-cows here. So go ahead and push the floor away. Inhale, peel the heart through. Exhale, push. Inhale, peel. So here you're really trying to drop that belly, pushing the floor away. And then on your exhale, you're really trying to send that pelvis forward, tucking that chin as deep into the chest as you can, pushing the floor away as far as you can. Peel that heart through. And under. And through. And under. All right, neutral spine. Thread the needle, right hand plants, left arm open. Thread that needle, left hand behind the right. If you want a little more space, you can walk that right hand out as you drop the shoulder head down. Keep pushing through that right hand as you look over that shoulder, that right shoulder. Feel the twist in the spine. Deep belly breath here, creating space. Inhale, one arm push up, bring that hand back underneath the shoulder, open it up, curl the back toes, half camel, real quick here, just a little nice transition, reaching through the fingertips, send the pelvis forward. And exhale, take the hands down, one cat-cow push, and peel. And neutral spine, thread the needle on that other side, right arm lift. Exhale, hand comes behind the left arm. If you would like, you can walk that left hand out a little more. Slide that right hand through, drop head, shoulder down. Anchor through with that left hand to push you deeper as you look over the left shoulder. Deep belly breaths, really breathing into the space. The breath will not only take you deeper, but it'll also create space for you to let go. All right, coming on up. Finding that starting point with your twist. Curling toes under, reaching for that right heel, lifting left arm up and over. Pelvis forward, reach to those fingertips. Inhale and exhale, take the hands down. All right, let's go ahead and walk those hands forward, taking puppy pose. So here we're sending the hips back, dropping the the forehead down. Or if you have the space, then slide it forward a little more, dropping chin down. Or if you have the space, chest and chin both down at the same time, keeping hips high. And slither it through right into Sphinx pose. Drop the hip, peel the heart through. So here, you're not just dumping all your weight into the elbows. Make sure you're pressing through the palms, forearms, lifting through the crown. And then exhale, release it. Curling the toes, taking the hands to the outside of the chest, roll the shoulders back, lift the palms. Inhale, reach those arms back behind you, locust pose, those toes down. Inhale, go ahead and bring the hands to the outside of the chest. Keep those toes curled under. Push up, take a child's pose. And then inhale, find your downward dog. Inhale, come through, find your plank. Lean forward, knees, elbows straight back, chest and chin. Slither it through, little baby cobra rise. Exhale down, locust pose, lifting feet and arms up. Airplane those arms back to your side. Feel those back muscles starting to work. Shoulders are long down the back, away from the ears. Inhale, swoop those hands forward. Exhale, curl the toes, hands to the outside of the chest. Tuck your tail. Push up, push back, child's pose. Inhale, roll it right on up. Find your down dog. And then picking up right leg, three-legged dog. Really feel the stretch in that standing leg as that back leg lifts up. Exhale, knee into the chest, foot between the hands. Dropping the back knee, finding low lunge here. Pelvis forward, heart lifts. So pelvis down, heart up. All right, Anjaneyasana, fingertips graze the floor. Settle the hip down as you peel the heart. Lifting the fingertips towards the ceiling. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, interlace the fingers back behind, open up the heart. Inhale, lift those arms. Exhale, start to shift the hips back, finding half splits. Toes can be down, or you can peel the toes up off the mat, airplane those arms back, fold. Keeping your legs right where they are, just take your hands down, resting them towards the floor or blocks as we fold over the leg. Again, toes can be at the shins or pointed down so you can get a stretch at the top of the foot. Just whatever feels right for you. And then inhale, walk those hands forward, taking that low lunge yet again. Peel the heart. Curl the toes. Lean forward, back knee floats, shift the weight back. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee, dip the toe. Inhale, three-legged dog. Drop it down. All right, moving into the other side. Three-legged dog on the left side. Enjoy the stretch and exhale, knee into the chest. Step the foot between the hands. Low lunge, drop the back knee, peel the heart. Feel the stretch, really get your mind into the body, really being aware of what your breath looks like, what your stretch feels like. Just really be present. Fingertips graze, Anjaneyasana, rise it on up. Settle the hip as you peel the heart. Reaching through the fingertips. Notice the more you reach through the fingertips, the deeper you feel the stretch along the front of the hip flexor of the back leg. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, interlace those fingers. Pull down and away from the body as you open up the heart. And then inhale, release your bind, arms reach. Start to send the hips back, either pointing toe or bringing toes towards the shins. Airplane arm back. Making sure the shoulders are not moving up into the ears, but rather staying, melting down the back, neck is long. Inhale, start to reach those hands forward, folding over that front leg a little more. Again, toes can stay at the shin, reaching towards the shins or pointing the toe as you fold. Enjoy the stretch. And then inhale, settle in for that low lunge. Peel the heart. Inhale, and on your exhale, start to lean forward till that back knee floats. Shift the weight back to the heel. And find your three-legged dog. And bend that knee, dip that toe. Coming back into down dog. Let's flow through a vinyasa, lower down. Up dog. Down dog. Press to that middle finger and thumb. And then inhale, pick up that right leg nice and high. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee into the chest. Foot between the hands. High lunge. Rise it up. Reaching through those fingertips. Inhale and exhale, cactus. Interlace the fingers behind the back, heart open. Inhale, rise. Exhale, twisted prayer, hands in heart center. Left elbow, right knee. You can turn those toes in just a little bit so that knee stays tracking with the first two baby toes. Pushing the knee away as you look over right shoulder. Now you can stay here in that prayer twist or opening up the arm. So reaching that left hand towards the floor, right arm towards the ceiling. Anchoring down through that back heel. And then inhale, coming up into warrior two. Open it. Warrior two, gaze over that middle finger. Settle in. Reaching slightly back so torso stays in center. Reverse that palm, reverse that warrior. Inhale and exhale, extended side angle. Reach that arm up and over, gaze to the palm, reaching through the fingertips. Inhale and exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, find your Trikonasana. Again, try not to really push that hip out, but spiral the hip around and forward, reaching that hip back. Maybe grabbing your big toe. Inhale and exhale, reverse. Inhale and exhale, warrior two. Come right on out. Crescent right into standing splits. Lifting left leg straight back. Feel the stretch in that standing leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, go ahead and step that back foot forward. Find your Utkatasana chair, fingertips graze. Make sure you can see your toes, and then look up. Inhale and exhale, standing back bend. And Samasthiti. Wonderful job. Let's take a little vinyasa. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step your feet back. Chaturanga, lower down. Up dog. Down dog. Wonderful. Right into the other side, left leg nice and high. Knee into the chest. Foot between the hands. Rise it up, high lunge. Reaching through those fingertips. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Heart open. Inhale and exhale, interlace those fingers. Pull down and away from the body with the hands. Perfect. Inhale, reach. Exhale, prayer hands. Twisted prayer, right elbow, left knee. Turn those toes in slightly. Keep pushing through the outside of that knee as you open up. Bringing prayer hands to heart center. Anchoring through the back heel. Now you can keep your hands here or open up that right hand towards the floor, left hand towards the ceiling, deepening through your twist. Inhale, rise it on up and open it into your warrior two. Settle into warrior two. Shoulder blades come together. Gaze over that middle finger, torso center. Connecting to your breath. Reverse your palm, reverse your warrior. Really reaching that back hand down the back leg. Exhale, extended side angle, drop the elbow. Gaze to the palm, reaching through the fingertips. Try to settle that hip a little bit lower. Hamstring parallel to your mat. Reverse it. Trikonasana. Straighten that front leg. Maybe grabbing for your toe. Now the objective is not to get to the toe. It will happen in time. The objective is to straighten, stretch the inner thigh. Whatever that looks like for you. So maybe you're a little higher. Don't try to force it or compensate the body. Reverse it. And then come back into your warrior two, right into your standing splits. And fold. Inhale, halfway lift, step the back foot forward. Utkatasana chair, fingertips great. Check and make sure you can see those toes. And standing back bend, and then exhale. Samasthiti, roll the shoulders back. All right, inhale, rise, let's vinyasa. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees. Find your chair. Inhale and exhale, fold. Halfway lift, bend your knees, plant your hands, step, walk, or jump back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee, dip the toe. Inhale, come through. Then tiger curl, knee to nose. Go ahead and bring that knee to nose, right knee. Come through, and then step it forward. Ooh, a little hard. Inhale, we rise it right on up. Exhale, right into your warrior two. Right into your reverse warrior. Right into the extended side angle. Drop the elbow, left arm up and over. Stay here, or we're going to take that left hand, wrapping it around our lower back. See if we can take that right hand, take a clasp. Bound side angle, look over left shoulder. Inhale, go ahead and plant that right hand down. If you can, making it to the floor, open up that left hand. And then inhale, reverse your warrior. Maybe taking that back hand, wrapping it around your lower back this time. Exhale, back into warrior two, into crescent. Moving right into warrior three. Reaching the arms long down to your side, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, reach it forward, hands plant. Moving into half moon, start to stack the hips, stack the shoulders. Fingertips can stay down. Flex that back foot. Push, like you're trying to push the wall behind you. So shoulders stacked, heart is open, hips stacked. Maybe fingertips start to come up off the mat. Exhale, go ahead and bring that right hand down, reach back, find sugarcane, grabbing the ankle. So bring the pelvis forward, send the knee back, heart open. And then go ahead and release it into your half moon. And then reversing that warrior yet again. Taking hand along the lower back. Inhale and exhale. Come right on out. Cactus. And kick it back. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee, dip the toe. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, drop it down, vinyasa. Come through, lower down. Up dog. And down dog. Wonderful job. All right, three-legged dog. Left leg lift. Bend the knee, dip the toe. Three-legged dog. Take that tiger curl, knee to nose touch. Come through. Step it through. Finding that high lunge right into warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, drop that elbow. Inhale, and on your exhale, go ahead and take that hand back behind you, maybe finding bound side angle. And then exhale, releasing hand, come back. Inhale and exhale, reverse. Inhale, come right on out. Warrior three. Holding warrior three, point the toe. Reach it forward. Exhale, open it up into half moon. So maybe the fingertips stay down or you reach them off the mat. Hand plants, grab the ankle. Taking that sugarcane, so sending pelvis forward, knee back, heart open. Right on back into half moon. Right into reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two, right into crescent. And cactus, take it down, kick it back. Vinyasa. Up dog, down dog. Gaze to those hands. We're going to step, walk, or jump to chair. Fingertips graze. Standing back bend. And Samasthiti, roll the shoulders back. All right, bringing hands back into prayer. Right leg steps way back, open up for crescent. Warrior two. Take your bound side angle. Open up the heart. Extended side angle with the hand down, reaching right arm up towards the ceiling or flipping the palm towards the floor, gaze to the palm. So reaching it with the crown of the head. Reverse the warrior. Warrior two. Right on into standing back bend. And Samasthiti, open it up. Hands into prayer, left leg steps back, rise. Warrior two, reverse. Extended side angle. Right into bound, side angle. Release the bind. Extended side angle with the hand down, gaze to the palm. Try to get that arm towards the ear. Inhale, reverse it. Exhale, warrior two. Right on into standing back bend. And Samasthiti, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Slight bend in the knees. Plant the hands, step, walk, or jump. Lower down, chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Inhale, find your plank. Exhale, lean forward, lower all the way down, slow and controlled, down to your belly. Roll the shoulders back, slide those hands through. Let's take Sphinx pose here. Feel that heart. Planting the hands, maybe lifting the elbows, straightening the arms, seal pose, deeper back bend. And then on your exhale, elbows out to the side as we come down, resting onto your belly. All right. Inhale, go ahead and take your hands down to your side. Pressing the tops of the palms into the mat, tops of the feet into the mat. Roll the shoulders back, rise it up. Lift the feet, lift the hands, full locust pose. Really feel those back muscles really starting to engage. Neck is long. Inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, cactus. Those arms, almost like you're pulling the shoulder blades back like a row. Airplane those arms. And then swim it forward. Layer the hands, rest the forehead down, relax it. All right, moving on into bow pose, bending that right knee. So here first, let those knees kind of cave in toward, kind of come in towards each other. Let those feet fall out to the side. And then inhale, reach back, grabbing the right ankle. If you need to do this one at a time, so we'll hold it for 6 breaths total. So you can do 3 breaths on the right, 3 breaths on the left. If you're doing single, so single would just look something more, I'll show you on this side, more like this. Okay, or we're going to move into double. So we're starting with that right side, grabbing hold of that right ankle. Bending that left knee, reach back, grab that left ankle. So double pose, double bow pose, or full on bow pose with those ankles, or single. All right, lifting up for 6. 1, so reach those toes towards the ceiling. Really open up that heart. 2, 3, reaching with those toes. 4, 5, one more breath. And 6. Go ahead and come on down. Release it. Let it go slowly with no slingshot. Hands to the outside of the chest. Roll the shoulder back. Tuck your tail. Push up. Push back. Child's pose. And then keep those toes curled under. Roll it on up. Finding your way onto your knees here or shins. All right, we're going to start moving into camel pose. So you can stay with those toes curled under if you need a little bit higher reach, or if you have more flexibility, you can always release the heels, the toes down. Okay. All right. So coming on up onto the knees, inhale, lift, moving right on into half camel to start. Pelvis forward, reaching through those fingertips. On the exhale, right hand's going to come back, reaching for that heel. No collapsing here. We want to really send the pelvis forward, lifting out of the spine, reaching chest up and out. Using those fingertips to keep reaching to elongate through the spine. Lifting out of the lower back here. Inhale, come up, stay up. Exhale, switch to half camel on that left side, reaching those fingers up and out, pelvis forward, gaze to the palm. Lift through those fingers. All right, inhale, take the hands together. Exhale, start to tuck the tail. You can release the toes and settle down. Stay lifted, tail is tucked, heart is open, shoulders are back. Take a moment to connect to your breath. Close your eyes. Feel the sensations in your body. Send a few breaths to that lower back. We're going to try that camel one more time, but this time we're going to try for double camel. Or you can stick with your singles if that felt better for you. All right, let's take one more breath here. Keep that tail tucked under. So that pelvic floor is active, those deep transverse abdominis, so that deep inner ab muscles are really active. All right, on your next inhale, we rise it back up. Again, you can uncurl the toes or curl them if you need more. So this is a little easier than this because you have to go down a little further. All right, inhale, rise those arms. And then exhale, reach back with that left hand, pelvis forward. And then see if you can keep opening through the chest as you reach back for that right heel, pelvis forward, heart open. And then hands out to the side, come back, hands in prayer. Tuck your tail under, release your toes. Keep tucking your tail as you settle down. Tail stays tucked, spine is long, shoulders back. Settle in. Breathe here. Wonderful job. Let's take one more breath here, sending some love into that lower back. Hopefully you were lifting out of it, not crunching into it. That's very important. All right, let's go ahead and cross over our ankles and roll on through, making our way onto our back. Let's begin working through bridge. All right, so here, tucking the tail under, walking those heels in, making sure that those heels are under those hips and the knee is in line with the ankle. So we want everything nice and stacked here. Hands are down to your side. Roll your shoulders back so you're opening up your chest and planting your hands to your side. Go ahead and gentle tuck of the tail as we lift the hips, finding bridge pose. Pushing back in towards the shoulders. Keep walking those shoulders under. Now you can stay here or interlace those fingers. Keep walking shoulders under a little more, planting hand down, lifting hips higher as you push back to the shoulders, pushing hand down. On your exhale, go ahead and release your bind. If you have it, tuck your tail and come all the way down. All right, we got two more variations. See where you're at. Pick your version, stay where you are so you could get, if that was your max, stay there for the next 2 rounds. Or if you want to explore it, you can explore it. The worst case is that you find it and it doesn't quite feel that great in your body. If you have any questions, always leave them in the comments. All right, let's go ahead and make our way into the next version. So we're going to tuck that tail, place the hands down, lift the hips, push back to the shoulders, interlace the fingers, shoulders under. All right, now bracing that lower back with the hands coming up onto the toes. For an even deeper back bend here, supported, you can drop the heels. You have 5 breaths. Create space between chin and chest. And then exhale, release your hands, start to tuck your tail under. And relax your back. Give yourself a big hug for that one. All right. Now either stay there or explore. If you were at the first variation, you can take this round to explore that last one or whatever feels good into your body. So you can just repeat where you were or go down one, whatever feels best. All right, but we're going to move into potentially wheel. So I'm going to move into wheel so you can kind of pick and choose where you're going to be. All right, so we're going to place those hands down. Or feet down. Hands are going to come back behind you and try to get those hands to the shoulders, like those fingertips towards the shoulders, walking those heels in and then lifting up towards the crown of your head. So tucking your chin in, tail tucked, coming up to the crown. Now you might want to just stay here or lift into full wheel. Pushing your weight towards your hands, lifting out of your back. Out of your lower back, more in towards that upper back. And exhale, go out the way you came and come down. Hopefully you didn't have a bun in the way. That kind of messed me up a little bit, but that's okay. You know, we just kind of roll with it. Rocking side to side. Remember, we're not worried about a perfect practice. And the mat really reminds us that we might not always have a perfect practice, or we might not ever have a perfect practice. And you know what? That's okay. Life isn't perfect either. There's always going to be a give and take. And it's just about showing up, giving what you got, and appreciating it, loving it, honoring it, and just being here for it. We're meeting ourselves. Each day, we're meeting ourselves. Each moment is different from the next. Even if it looks the same, it's slightly different. in some way, shape, or form. So we're just here for it all. All right. Wonderful job today. Let's go ahead and take a happy baby, grabbing the big toes or the arches of the feet, push down. Rocking side to side. And then on your exhale, go ahead and draw those knees together, right knee into the chest, left leg goes long. Let's just take one breath here. See if you can get that calf to touch. And then exhale. On your next inhale, we're going to switch those sides, bringing left knee into the chest. Let that right leg go long. One full inhale, exhale. And exhale. Both knees into the chest. Take those feet down and right ankle crosses over left knee, push. Taking figure four, drawing left knee in towards the chest. Let's stretch out that piriformis. Rocking side to side. And then drop that down, crossing leg all the way over. Goalpost or those arms. Pick up the hips. Shift them to the right, knees drop to the left. Gaze to your right shoulder. Offsetting all of that work that we just did. And then squeeze it back into center, pick up those hips, and we find that other side. So crossing left ankle over right knee, draw that right knee towards the chest. Piriformis stretch, so that hip area here. Reconnecting to your breath. Go ahead and drop your foot down, crossing leg all the way over. Goalpost or tee those arms. Pick up the hips, shift them to the left, knees drop to the right. Deepen on your exhale, looking over left shoulder. All right, and then squeeze it right back into center. Go ahead and pick up those hips, drawing knees into the chest. Rocking side to side. This time, giving yourself a little bit of self-love. Tell yourself something nice. Remind yourself that you're doing a great job and you are exactly where you need to be, exactly as you are. Doesn't mean that we don't have goals. Doesn't mean that we don't strive for more, for better. Just means that right here, where we are right now, is also beautiful and it also deserves that and is worthy of acceptance and love and all the things, right? All right, let's go ahead and drop those feet down. And tucking the tail, straighten the legs, reach the arms above the head. Let's take that good morning stretch, decompressing that spine here. And exhale, go ahead and take the hands down to your side. Go ahead and bend those knees again, walking those heels in towards you. So this is to help take some tension off that lower back. Tucking the tail deeply under, flattening out that spine. Keeping that tail tucked, pelvis in or the groin up towards the belly button. Deep pelvic floor activation. Go ahead and straighten that right leg. Keep that tuck as you straighten your left leg and then melt down into Savasana. Taking this time to just release all the tension. Begin to create space in the body and mind. Letting go of old energy that is no longer serving. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Relax the jaw and unfurl the brow. Bring your full awareness to your breath. And if the mind wanders, with love and kindness and patience, just gently bring your awareness back to your breath. I'm going to leave you in silence. Remember, this is your time. Enjoy it. If you would like a longer Savasana, you're more than welcome to stay here. Just press pause. Otherwise, begin to follow me. Just begin to wiggle those fingers and toes. Rolling the wrists and ankles. See if you can continue to keep that stillness and peace within your energy field, even as you begin to bring some movement, breaking up the physical stillness in the body. And then bending the knees and elbows. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and roll over onto your favorite side and just resting your head on your arm like a pillow. Letting your body form to the new shape. So maybe take another deep breath and let it go. And then whenever you're ready, extend that top leg using top arm to press yourself to that nice comfortable seated position. Try to keep your eyes closed here so that you don't disturb that peace. And then once you've made your way to your seat, go ahead and bring those hands to the knees. But let the palms face up for the mudra of receiving. Draw your shoulders up, back, and down. Spine is long, tail is tucked, chin is tucked. Let's take a deep breath in. And a big sigh out, just to regulate our nervous system. Again, let's take another deep breath. And exhale. Wonderful job. Take a moment here to settle into this new version of you. Really feeling your inhales and exhales. Feeling the stillness and the presence in the body and mind. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and bring your hands to that heart center. And from this place of awareness, set the intentions for the rest of your day. So did anything arise within your practice that you would like to cultivate in your life? So you can continue to practice your yoga practice well beyond your mat. And once you've set your intention for the day, go ahead and send the energy down, grounding into the earth. Send it all the way up to the universe for manifestation and creation. And on your exhale, hands heart center, sealing the space with our mantra. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be peaceful. May I be filled with love. May all beings throughout time and space be happy, be healthy, be peaceful, be filled with love. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. All right. Awesome. Awesome job. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope that you enjoyed today's practice. And let me know what your favorite part was about today. I love to hear from you. And if you've been following along with this challenge and you've been enjoying it so far and you have not yet hit subscribe, please make sure that you do so that way you never miss a new class or meditation, but it also really helps to support the channel. So again, thank you so much for your time, your energy. I'm so glad you're here. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Same mat, new challenge. Namaste.